In the African history class, Albert John Luthuli. Chief Albert John Luthuli. His life is about to blow you flat. And today's class, my brother, my sister, is going to last just a few minutes. Action time. John Luthuli was born circa 1898, 11 years before Kwame Nkrumah was born. In fact, and he was born, my brother, my sister, at the Sulusi Mission Station, a Seventh-day Adventist missionary station, right there in Bulawayo, in today's Zimbabwe. Now, Bulawayo, my brother, my sister, is found in Zimbabwe today. That was where our hero was born, Chief Albert John Luthuli. He was born there. His father, my brother, my sister, was a prominent figure in the area. And his mother learned how to read, never learned how to write. This is very interesting. She learned how to read from the Seventh-day Adventist people, but she never learned how to read, to write. She could read, but she couldn't write. And she read the Bible all her life until her death. She was a catechist who went around reading and teaching the Bible, even though she could not write. Oh my God. Today, my brother, my sister, we're talking about Albert Luthuli. His mother was a woman who was raised in the palace of Seswayo. How many of us remember Chief Seswayo? Chief Seswayo was a very powerful king. In fact, in the history of South Africa and beyond, and even Zimbabwe. She, in fact, was raised in the compound of this great chief. So she knew the values of royalty. Oh my God. When she met the father of our hero for today, Albert John Luthuli, they fell in love and decided to move from Bulawayo to Natal. And that was where all the action started. His mother was called Ntonya. Ntonya converted to Christianity and lived with the American Board Mission prior to her marriage to John Luthuli, the father of our hero for today. My brother, my sister, as a youth, around 1908 or 1909, the Seventh-day Adventist Church gave the opportunity to so many people to study how to read the Bible and even how to write. And our hero decided to be part of it. He learned how to read and write, and he decided to train as a teacher. My brother, my sister, our hero, Albert John Luthuli, learned how to read and write. And then he also moved on to study to become a teacher. And when he became a teacher, oh my God, he became very renowned because he was a very good teacher who taught his pupils very, very well and was always on time. He was never late. And the interesting thing is this. Listen to this interesting thing. Our hero for today, Albert John Luthuli, won an award to study at a higher level, my brother, my sister, at Adams College. And that was where he was able to study for a higher teacher's diploma. Adams College is a historic Christian mission school in South Africa associated with the United Congregational Church of South Africa, UCCSA. It was founded in 1853 and it taught so many different people. Oh my God. And they are proud today to call themselves alma maters. Oh my God. Amongst many others that we have in South Africa, Adams College is a renowned institution, and that was where our hero, Albert John Luthuli, furthered his education and became a very, very, very high-rated teacher. Listen to this thing. Now, John Luthuli taught in so many different schools. Now, following the completion of his 2-year study at Adams, he was offered another bursary, this time to study at the University of Fort Hare. Oh my God. And Fort Hare, my brother, my sister, we all know is a very beautiful university, a public university in Alice, in the Eastern Cape of South Africa. And when he went there, he decided that no, he didn't want to be part of it. He refused, as he wanted to earn a salary to take one of his own. Yes, one of his own native to school, and also to take care of his aging mother. So he decided not to go to the University of Fort Hare. He wanted to stay, teach, and earn a salary to take care of his aging mother, and also to take care of one of his own siblings, to be able to go to school and also achieve what he had achieved. This led him to accept a teaching position at Adams College, where he had just graduated. And here, oh my God, he studied very hard and he taught very hard. He was so disciplined. Oh gosh, and that was where it was. Our hero, my brother, my sister, taught the Zulu language to the people. He also taught English language to his students and also taught them morals. My brother, my sister, listen to what happened in 1933 when our hero was 35 years old. He was asked to succeed his uncle Martin as chief of the Mvoti River Reserve. He took 2 years to make his decision. His salary as a teacher was enough for him to send money home to support his family. But if he accepted the chieftaincy, he would earn less than 1/5 of his current salary. Furthermore, leaving a job at Adams College, where he worked with people of different ethnicities from all over South Africa to become a Zulu chief, appeared to be a move towards a more insular way of life. Oh God. But he accepted it because he loved royalty, and at the same time, he loved his tradition. At the end of 1935, he was elected as chief and relocated to Grantville. Oh my God. He commenced his duties on January 1, 1936, and that was where the whole thing began. Listen, now when he became chief of the Zulu, listen to what happened. He realized that there were so many atrocities meted out to his people. There was so much corruption too against his people, and decided that as a chief, he would actively participate in freeing his people. So he joined politics, where he joined hands with the ANC and was heading towards the freedom of black people. The white government at that time, the apartheid government, did not like this, and they gave him an option to either choose to become a chief or a politician. He refused to choose one. He said the two go hand in hand, and therefore they decided to remove him as a chief by force. They removed him as a Zulu chief, and he decided to stay with the apartheid movement of the ANC. But he always spoke against violence, citing Gandhi, oh my God, have mercy, and also citing the great and wonderful Pan-Africanist leader. And we all know who I am talking about. I am talking about Martin Luther King. Later in life, Martin Luther King said this was one of his heroes. Not two ways about that. Fighting against violence. He wanted non-violence demonstrations. But at a point, he decided to endorse violence when so many black people were killed, especially after the Sharpeville massacre, where over 67 black people were gunned down by the white administration of apartheid. Today we're talking about Albert John Luthuli, the chief of the Zulu. Oh my God, he was one of the most educated in his time, but he was denied chieftaincy when the white apartheid government realized that he was meddling in politics to free black people from bondage and suppression in South Africa. From that time, they decided to pin him down. They banned him 4 different times from appearing in public and giving speeches, but he still continued to fight for the liberation of black people. He said, until black people are free, there is no need to call myself a chief. It does not bring me any value, and it does not bring black people any value. He fought for the liberation of black people. Oh, he got married to another woman who, just like his mother, was also a cousin to the Zulu chief of old, and was raised in the compound or the palace of the Zulu chief. Oh gosh. He was tried for treason because he will never ever stop fighting for black people's liberation. Hey, he was banned 4 different times, but he continued to be with the ANC and the fight to free black people. When the Umkhonto we Sizwe was founded, and you know that is the paramilitary wing of the ANC, African National Congress, fighting for the liberation of the black people in South Africa. My brother, my sister, he teamed up with people like Nelson Mandela to be able to free black people from the bondage of the white supremacists right there in South Africa. Oh my God. But interestingly, in October 1961, he was given a Nobel Peace Prize. Oh my God. He received the 1960 Nobel Peace Prize, becoming the first African to win the award. My brother, my sister, we're talking about the first African, the first black man to win this award from Africa. My brother, my sister. And according to the New York Times, his nomination was put forward by Andrew Vance McCracken, the editor of Advance, a congregational church magazine called The Advance. Oh my God. Today, my brother, my sister, will remember this wonderful person. He earned international popularity after the Nobel Peace Prize. People like Martin Luther King Jr. saw him as a great influence and a role model. Many more people saw him as a role model. And when he decided that African people in South Africa should join us with Indians and white people to be able to fight a common cause, he was fought by Africanists who said that black people had the unique suffrage, my brother, my sister. They had a unique suffering. They had a unique period of going through white supremacist rule, and white people did not experience that, and for such a reason they were unique in their fight for liberation. But he told them, let's join hands together and fight a common enemy. My brother, my sister, he had 2 children, females and 1 male. Look at what happened on Friday, the 21st day of July in 1967. He decided to visit his store. He also had a sugarcane farm. He went to visit the sugarcane farm, telling his wife that he will return home soon. He was hit by a train. The train driver said he saw him in a distance and blew his whistle. There was also a notice warning people not to cross the rail. In fact, it was a cargo train. It hit him. He did not die immediately, and he was rushed to the hospital where the doctors worked on him for several hours, but his case deteriorated and he died. My brother, my sister, our hero died in hospital, and his death sparked several riots around South Africa when black people and even international Pan-Africanists believed that the South African government had been involved in a very, very terrible murder of Luthuli. He died on the 21st day of July in 1967. Chief Albert died at the age of 68 or 69, as we are not very sure when he was born. There was an allegation of foul play, and the apartheid government insisted that it was a train accident. My brother, my sister, Luthuli was buried in South Africa there. Today we remember the man who was against violence in freeing black people. Today we remember the very first African awardee of the Nobel Peace Prize. Today we remember the man who was forcibly removed as a chief. We remember a man who left his lucrative job just to become a village chief. We remember the man who fought for black people's liberty. Today we remember you, Papa. Chief Albert John Luthuli. Oh, uninyamenko, Papa. Papa uninyamenko. Papa misi uninyamenko. Papa uninyamenko. Papa uninyamenko. Oh, Papa. Yeah, Papa. Oh, yeah. Oh, in the burden of knowledge, I ask you, now that you know the story of Chief Albert John Luthuli, Now that you know how he puts away his lucrative job at Adams College just to pick up the position of a village chief, to be able to join politics and even fight for black people's liberation in the days of apartheid. The very first African to win a Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, in 1961. Oh, today we remember you, Papa. Now that you know what to do, be an any ole mini obafe. Yezunda kagane mezaka yine ye an papango bokaya nungfifi ya yenya. Nukai na woba na enwebe ya den. Lele anjima singa bekone. Lele anjima singa beri. Oh, Papa, rest in peace.